What's up, Fabulites? Unfortunately, allocation for SummerSlam got cut significantly. One of my LGS dropped me completely, kind of ghosted me, kind of messed up, really. Could have just said, no, we're not going to do it, or whatever. But anyways, so I've only got about 6 cases of SummerSlam. Unfortunately, some came over the weekend. I was unable to record, but needed to open for obvious selling purposes. So this is my last case. So I think we saw 2 cases before, and this will be the 3rd out of like 6 that I had. So far so good. Super Slam has been selling well enough. I've been able to keep some stuff, but with my allocation being cut, I didn't get to collect nearly as much as I would like. But hopefully this one hits well, and we make nice little profit. I can get back to my collecting goals. I mean, ideally, I'm basically trying to collect the set for free and do it through mass rips. And the last 5 sets, I think 4 sets, have been really good since heavy hitters, actually. So one can hope that the next set I'll find another source and can take care of business. Probably should have gotten garbage. I swear to drunk I'm not God, Mom. Yeah, one of those days. Everything's falling over. Anyways, this is my Team Covenant case. Took them forever to get it here. But here it is. Breeze through this. Wind them up. Actually, the wind up the crowd is actually one of the better super rares. So most, if not all, the super rares basically fucking kerplunked in value, and there's really nothing we could do about that. Old favorite, Plow Under. The Plow Unders, the Fellings, they have all fucking tanked down to next to nothing too. But I guess that's kind of good. Brought the price down. They're still reasonable. Jaws of Victory. Like $4 or $5 for Plow Under and $12-ish for Felling, which isn't bad. Show of Strength. That Majestic seems to be a big one. Overcrowded. Also another big one. Angelic Attendant. Fix the Match. A lot of them have dropped down to about $1. So, with the set just being out, I figure the prices are going to fluctuate a lot. Rip up their Virtues in foil. So I'm not planning on selling the $1 cards, whatever. I'm working on collecting my playset. If I have excess of that, maybe I'll sell a few. But for the most part, it's not really financially beneficial to sell that at that rate. Hungry for more. So, you just hang on to them until a rainy day when something changes. And over the course of Fab history, it has changed foil bully tactics. There's been cards that have been worth next to nothing. You hang on to them long enough and, it pops to $10, something like that. So, yeah, under $2 I get a little leery, but most of the time I'll sell them around the $2 range regardless and just see what happens. Up on a pedestal. Beat the Same Drum. Thespian Charm. Cold Foil Laughing Knee Slappers. Actually, think I'm missing that one. So that's cool. I mean, not that I want a common, but I do need them all eventually. Thankfully, on camera, I did have that one God case where I got the Blood Follows Blade. I have to open this up a little bit. I got the Cold Foil Fabled. That price is still selling for around $400. I think I got rid of mine for $450. 2 steps ahead. No Tall Tales. I think the first video I separate out the supers and majestics. I'll do that differently this next time. In the palm of your hand. Golden Gate. So I did pull Marble Lyeth, the Marble version of the Gauntlets, which I don't remember what they're called, and Young Tough Nut, Young Lyeth as well for Marvels, and then I got a few of the Extended Art Majestics, the Show No Strength, the Good Natured Brutality, a couple others, but you know those prices have come down quite a bit to like 20, 25. Probably a good time to grab the Cold Foil versions at that price. Light Up the Leaves. Foil Beat the Same Drum. And Renounce Violence. There are so many like the Renounce Violence that just plummeted like under $1 right off the bat. So I probably have 3 or 4 play sets of those. Just not worth getting rid of at that price. I mean, there is almost no downside of holding on to them. You lose less than $1, whereas you can, on the upside, go up a few dollars. So, for those of you with financial concerns, yeah, don't sell under $1. It's just not worth it. Have a little storage place, you know. All right, finishing on Cut the Small Talk. All right, let's separate these out here real quick. Usually we were averaging about 7 to 10 majestics and about 12, 13 super rares. So we got 9 majestics in this box, which too many to do that. Nine majestics. So that's 10. So 14 supers. So ultimately that was a pretty good box, even though it was a common box. So I have in fact almost broken even. Well, I mean, I'm probably about $800 down from breaking even on the 6 or so cases that I have obtained. But at the same time, I still have a bunch of stuff to sell, possible play sets and stuff that I make up. What happens next? Extended art cold foil. That one's looking nice, and actually, I need some sleeves. I'm not well prepared tonight. So that's one that I did not pull before, which is cool. We got 2 energetic impacts, 1 foil, 1 non-foil. Super rares. Who blinks first? So back to the price point stuff. So all the super rares, for the most part, I have taken off the market and I've just stashed them away. Overcrowded. For a sunny day down the road, you know, if something pops off, some of them actually hold some value. So it's worth holding. New Horizons Extended Art. So this is the 3rd New Horizons. This fucker at $20 is fucking stupid. Like, I refuse to sell this card at $20. So if a new Ranger pops up down the road, well, that bitch is going to go up, and I will sell it then, because there is absolutely no way I'm getting rid of an Extended Art Legendary for 20 bucks. Not a fucking chance in hell. Numbskull Charm. You know, there's other things down the road. You know, 20 bucks for a rainbow foil legendary, you know, when there is no extended art and there are no reprints or whatever. Like the Diadem, for example, that came out in Dusk Till Dawn, I think. I think it dropped to like $2 to $5. Now that is worth picking up a few of. Beat of the Iron Song. Because that thing popped to like 20 bucks for a little while. And, you know, you buy a few at $2, and, well, hey, you just, like, 10 times your money. So, like the Soulbound Resolve. Ooh, Felling. All right, I've sold all my Fellings. I'll take another one. The Soulbound Resolve from Dusk Till Dawn is still in the toilet. So, I mean, I must have, like, 6, 7 copies of that rainbow foil. And there's just no point in selling them under, like, 20 bucks. I mean, if they do nothing, they do nothing. You lose $2. If they do something, you gain 18. You know, foil Fix the Match, and time flies when you're having fun. So, just something to think about for those of you trying to monetize Flesh and Blood. It is possible. Buying collections is another way that I would definitely suggest people doing it. But mass openings, especially at release, if you have the time to crack the boxes as soon as you get them, and you get an LGS hookup somehow and get a lot of them, even at a discounted rate, which would be awesome. That's how I do mine, or did. You know, that's how you collect and play for free, ideally. You know, I don't really sell into surplus. I usually collect my surplus. So I trade off for promos or other things that I need. Up on a pedestal. So I think being that we got the extended art legendary, I think maybe we could still get a cold foil legendary or possibly a Marvel. I don't know exactly which slots are what. Liar's Charm. But there are usually 3 hits you can get. I'm just not sure where the cold foil, the extended art legendary comes into play. Mage Hunter Arrow. Foil Smash Ground and Cries of Encore. That's another one that's selling really well. Bully Tactics. Ultimately, I think this set was good. Take the bait. I wish I had access to more of it. Turning Point. Turn Heads. Drinking Sour Monkey from Victory Brewing. I really enjoy the sours. In case anybody wants to dabble. Four-pack left in box 2. Old favorite. I did not get a single Pleiades marble. Got the young Tuffnut, I got the adult and young Lyeth. I did not get Pleiades, or I think it's Pleiades, but I don't know. How do you pronounce it? Disturb the Peace. Last pack magic. Not a moss. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those are some good majestic hits. 1, 2, 3. I can't get it in there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 again. And that's why the value is down on these things, but there's so many of them. I suppose it's going to come down to what's being used. Which makes sense, that's with most things, but after release, the freaking price is plummeted in those supers. Like straight into the toilet. Box number 3. Oh, Rainbow Foil Iron Fist. Shift everything over a little bit. I feel like my screen is cut short here. No Tall Tales. Who blinks first? You know what? We got to get rid of these. Make some room here. I love starting off with a Rainbow Foil Legendary because that usually means we can open ourselves up for a multi-hitter box. foil, old favorite, non-foil energetic impact rather. Box is starting slow. Oh shit! Cold foil, Authority of Atea. Now, depending on how I do, I might actually keep this motherfucker. I sold my first one, and I pulled two. Daddy likey. That right there is $400 in my back pocket. Now, I would say the price is going to go down, but the Riches price did not go down. And this may arguably be more playable because more of the heroes are likely to get played. Overcrowded. Possibly. That could be wrong. Channel the Tranquil. Alright. Positivity wins out. So there's my cold foil and my rainbow. The only thing better would be get a Marvel right now. Blood follows blade. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Just put all my stuff in my tokens. Alright. Numbskull Charm. Wrong pile. There we go. I swear I've only had one beer. Time flies when you're having fun. Again, in the wrong pile. Every time I change things around, it always takes a little getting used to. Up on a pedestal. Foil tear down the idol. Idols. Battlefield Beacon. Big Bully. So I normally don't hit many Fabled, but this set I've opened up less cases and I've hit two. That's fucking awesome. Somebody's shining down on me right now. Bait. Bully Tactics. Light Up the Leaves. That's another really sought after one. Earth is definitely popping, which is why I'm even with the reprints, I'm surprised Fellings have dropped so much, and Plow Unders. You know, I could imagine quite a bit of a retrace, but I mean that's what from $60 to $6 is fucking insane. We got 4 left. Turning point for the super. Old favorite, super again. Last pack. No marble for us, but we end with 2 Majestics, Cries of Encore, and foil. No Tall Tales. It's a pretty good ending right there. All right. Let that baby shine right there. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Majestics. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 supers. I would much rather get the 2 extra Majestics than the supers any day. Alright, let's see if the last box can do me better. We still have not had a Marvel. Marvel Pleiades, please and thank you. Super rare. Hungry for more. Battered, beaten, and broken. And we got a Felling. Cutting Retort. It's another one that's half decent. The foils are selling, but the non-foils not so much. Foil Gang Robbery and a Never Give Up. Adaptive Mold. Cheater's Charm. Those charms are not worth squat. Not unless you have the pre-release ones. Renounce Violence. Also worth nothing. Or next to nothing. Show of Strength. Now that one has been bought out. Well, they have sales at $25. I'm hoping I can sell mine at $25. Which would be nice. I got railed like in the last 24 hours when I sold it for like $8.75. People fucking lowballing. I do the low on TCG because you can't see when you're in that inventory page what the rest of them are selling for. And then boom, they're fucking instant sell and you're out a lot. 3 times the money. Cut the small talk. Parched Terrain. Beat of Ironsong. Turning Point. Yeah, the Beat of Ironsong is actually pretty sought after. It's not very valuable, but everybody likes Dory. I think that will be the case until pops off in LLs, and you know, maybe she'll even be good in LL. I don't know, but everybody likes her. She's definitely a fan favorite. Come on, Pleiades, where the fuck are you? We got nothing so far as big hitters. Foil Painful Passage. Big Bully. Wow. This is like adding up to be a fucking cold foil common box. Usually when they come at the end of the box, that's what they fucking are. But last pack magic doesn't usually work well for me. Unwavering Resolve, which is basically useless. I must have like 6 playsets for that one. All under $1. Actually, I think they're under 50 cents, to be honest with you. Non-foil Painful Passage. Tear Down the Idols. Sorry about that glare. It's like right there in front of me. Come on. Where's my hit? Where's my hit? In the palm of your hand. Come on, baby. Cold foil adaptive mold. Oh, can't see that. Not a bad hit. I do already have one, but at least it's not a common. So I stand corrected on that. Last pack. Oh, it'll be nice to back-to-back cold foil and marble, but no, doesn't seem like it. And nothing more. So let's see how we did here. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Really solid Majestics. Decent cold foil. Actually, I haven't even checked the price on it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The Song of Sinew is actually pretty good. 10, 11, 12. Another 12 super rares. So that's all we got for Super Slam. I don't know that I'll be getting more cases unless I decide to get Rudy's next deal because he got some overflow. So maybe I'll be able to obtain some more. We'll have to see if the prices are holding, if it's worthwhile to actually open them, and kind of go from there. Anyways, until next time.